Welcome back to the Carolina Panthers franchise. The Season 2 preseason has finally arrived, and today I'm recapping all 4 preseason games in this video. It's a long one, so have some snacks ready. Anyway, it's our first chance to see all of these new rookies we got during the offseason. Of course, 7 of them were drafted, and I also signed a handful of undrafted free agents. The preseason is all about experimentation, competition, and getting the team ready for the new season. We have 4 games to know these rookies and get to see how they can play, and if any of them can make an impact early in their careers. There's a lot of competition going on in this preseason, and there's also some veterans like Charles Woodson and Charles Tillman whom you see on defense. We're going to move around very quickly in this video as we start off with the offense. Cam Newton under duress but finds Antonio Gates. Trying to get our twin tight end package a little bit more dynamic, we signed the veteran. Now we go to the Kansas City Chiefs as Alex Smith to wide receiver Brady Knox, a big rookie, as he beats Josh Norman for a score, and Norman's in line to start. Now it's a kickoff, and Donovan Ashley, 5th round wide receiver. I was very high on this guy. He's got speed and agility as he breaks to the outside. This is what I want to see. We weren't explosive in Season 1, on offense or on special teams. Now running the football with Jonathan Stewart. He's across the 50 for a solid gain. He will be our starting back this year. Cam to the air on 3rd down, and there's the man who hauled in 97 catches for us last year, Greg Olsen. Only 4 touchdowns. On 1st and 10 from the 15. Cam Newton down the middle, and there's a touchdown to Brandon Williams. He's another receiving tight end. We haven't seen him very much, but now's his chance to make his presence known. Chiefs ball still in the first quarter with their starters, and Jamal Charles gashes us inside for a 1st down. 3rd and 3. Time winding down in the 1st as Smith under pressure hit by Mario Addison and is incomplete. Our defensive line is maybe our team's biggest strength. A little more time for our starters as Cam airs it out, and there's Kelvin Benjamin. He's gone. 80-yard touchdown. Our deep passing game was almost non-existent last year. Now, Kelvin Benjamin is not our go deep and get separation guy, but hopefully he can make plays downfield with his physical advantages. The second stringer's now in. Here's Cyrus Gray for Kansas City as he gashes our defense for a solid gain. Now it's a fake dive pitch outside, but Trey Boston is all over it. And I'm hoping to groom him into being a starting strong safety pretty soon. Back to our offense, but now it's Derek Anderson as he finds our 1st round pick, Lance Adams. He's 6'4", 220, and this man has a lot of speed. Now it's a screen to D'Angelo Williams, the veteran running back, finding some room. A good play here by Derek Anderson. I'm going to show it because it was kind of cool to see him just flip this instead of try to throw it normally and take the sack. Now it's 1st and 10 off the play action, and Anderson will throw. Downfield, and Adams in double coverage, and now he outsprints a linebacker. Touchdown, Lance Adams, are you kidding me? This is our 1st round pick, and please be a sign of things to come. He goes up and makes the play and then shows off the wheels. Chiefs ball. This is Chase Daniel at quarterback as he is sacked by Titarius Beckwith. He's a defensive end whom I think has a lot of speed, but I'm worried about his pass rushing skills. Now they'll run the football to the outside, and there's a stiff arm on Trey Boston, and Kendall Hunter turns this into a very nice run, and Thomas Deku having plays like this happen to him are why he got cut last year. We need our safeties to be more sure tacklers. Speaking of sure tacklers, there's DJ Smith making a nice play. He's a backup linebacker trying to stay on the roster. Handoff inside, and now Boston tries to make up for it. This guy can deliver the hit. 3rd and 10. Down the middle, this one deep, and it's caught for a touchdown behind Trey Boston. So he's had a very up and down game, and they marked this out of bounds. Replay overturned it. It was a touchdown. 2nd string offense, and a nice throw from Derek Anderson to Brandon Williams, who will get a lot of playing time here in the preseason. Hands off to the right, and there's Trey Boston again. He's constantly around the ball, but needs to play more consistently. Screen set up on 3rd down, and it's going nowhere. That's DJ Smith breaking up the screen. Back to our offense in the 4th quarter. Derek Anderson, long ball, Lance Adams, and he shows off the speed one more time. 83-yard touchdown. Lance Adams is feasting on this backup secondary, and I love it. Now we're going to see some special teams action. You don't want touchbacks here in the preseason. You want to see what guys can do. And there's a forced fumble. Boston picks it up. He's constantly around the football. Touchdown, Carolina. But the true play that was made here was, of course, the forced fumble. That's undrafted linebacker Roderick Moody, who's very athletic, much like Bob Butler. Fourth down for the Chiefs later in the fourth, and nowhere to go as Chase Daniels caught from behind, and he was sacked by Coney Ely. We're not done yet. Let's continue seeing some of these undrafted free agents. There's the Kendrick Briggs for a gain of 5, and now Taj Boyd off the play action, and he throws short. This is Brandon Williams, and they call him Swole Bones for a reason. 2 broken tackles and a first down. Taj Boyd was our third-string quarterback last season, and I want to see him throwing the football. So a long shot to the end zone, and Lance Adams is ridiculous. 3 touchdowns in his preseason debut, and all 3 were different. One-on-one in the end zone, and he's just too tall and can jump too high. What a debut for Lance Adams. And yes, I changed the jersey number. Lance Adams is now number 84, and I think expectations just skyrocketed. Game 2 against the Seattle Seahawks. They knocked us out of the playoffs last year before being beat down by the 49ers later. It's Panther football. It's Cam off the rollout, and Michael Bennett brings him down. This defense gave us fits twice last season. 3rd and 19 for Cam. Once again, pressure was incoming. He goes long for Lance Adams, and that's intercepted. Adams playing with the starting offense now, but Byron Maxwell had great position and made a great play. Now to defense, and Marshawn Lynch spins out A.J. Klein. He's across the 50. That's a gain of about 6. Later at the 30, Russell Wilson to the air. Short to Zach Miller, and there's Luke Kuechly all over it. He was fantastic last season. 3rd and 6 now for Wilson, stepping up, and he's hit by Josh Norman and denied the first down. I like that. Some more first-string offense. It's Jonathan Stewart breaking a couple tackles and still not even gaining a yard. Out of the diamond pistol, we put Cam back to pass. He's able to sprint out of the pocket and now float one up deep, and it's caught by Greg Olsen. Highlight plays have been the theme so far in this for our offense. Greg Olsen snatches the football, and now we'll try to get in the end zone. One-on-one, Richard Sherman on Kelvin Benjamin, and Sherman wins that battle. 4th and goal, let's just sneak. Cam Newton's really big, and he's into the end zone. Still some time for the first stringers. Russell Wilson fires, and a lot of separation on the slant. Josh Norman needs to be more consistent in his pass coverage. But now it's all about backups. They got Chad Henne now, and down goes Chad Henne. Coney Ely with the sack. Coney Ely in his 2nd year, hoping for big things this season. Now to our offense, and we go downfield now to Brenton Burson. We have some competition at receiver. Brenton Burson, Corey Brown, Donovan Ashley, and Tamario Dial. But now it's a run with Fozzie Whitaker, our 3rd-string back last year, as he broke a tackle and gained a solid chunk of yardage. And now to Kendrick Briggs, who loses the football on first contact. Barely any contact was made, and he just lost it. That's not going to bode well with me. 1st and 10 later, jump ball, and Brandon Williams with a fantastic touchdown. It's all about experimentation and seeing what these guys are capable of in the preseason, and I'm liking a lot of what I've been seeing. Back to defense, Chad Henne. We chase him, we get the pressure, and that forces an inaccurate pass. Our D-line is showing some very good depth so far. Here's Corey Brown making a nice catch in a tight window. That was a good throw also by Derek Anderson. Anderson, our backup 2nd-string quarterback, now going down the middle. Antonio Gates! He breaks 2 tackles and scores a touchdown. Big plays for our tight ends in this game. They are looking very impressive in the receiving game. And Antonio Gates shows that he's still got it. Chad Henne had not had much fun against our defense. Now he goes downfield, and good coverage by Bené Ben-Wickery. Wasn't a great throw, though. We have the ball, not much time to go in the first half, but we're going to take a shot downfield, and Lance Adams takes it out of the air. No touchdown, but he can go up and get it. This guy is insane. Second half of football now. And there's a pick! It's Ben Wickery! And he's going to take this inside the 30. 2 men to beat, and he scores. Ben Wickery in his second year out of San Jose State. Currently 4th on the depth chart, but corner is our weakest position group right now. We need guys to emerge. Back to defense, and now a good tackle on the outside. That is Damian Jordan, undrafted linebacker. They continue to run, and now first contact by Ben Wickery. Didn't make the tackle. Bob Butler did. 3rd and 7. And Henne throws left, and that one is incomplete. Good coverage by D. Small. In the 4th quarter, we want to run, and Kendrick Briggs goes down. That wasn't much of a hit. We need more of a fight here in the NFL. Here's a long ball. It's worked all day, and it will continue to work to Mario Dial, whom I peg as kind of a Donovan Ashley type. Speed, agility, he shows it off here. At least the speed anyway, and the flying. I love the explosive plays, and our defense has held their own. However, Henne's able to get this one over Bob Butler for a nice catch by Marshawn Lynch. 1st and 10, they throw outside, and that should have been picked. Good coverage again by D. Small. Split backfield look on 3rd and 17. And good coverage as Henne is pressured and sacked by Kevin Williams. We added another veteran on defense. Handoff up the middle. There's Big Al Cosby. This is a power runner, and we'll see if he can show it off here in the preseason. Cosby again on the carry, but can't fight through the tackles. He goes down after a gain of nothing. Taj Boyd in the ball game. He throws and completes to Donovan Ashley, whom we haven't seen much of so far in the preseason. Less than 2 minutes to go in preseason game number 2, and that pass is picked off by Najee Small. That is our 5th round corner. We had to take some corners late, and that's a really nice play. I like how he closed on the football. Come on, we have some more highlight plays in us. Taj Boyd with all day. What a job by the O-line. And now down the middle to Brandon Williams. Absolutely incredible. How is this offense playing so well? Now we hand it off to Al Cosby, and that's what I want to see. Power through a couple tackles and get in the end zone. We're almost done. Seahawks have the football with less than 40 seconds. Henne with the long ball, and he finds his man downfield. Poor coverage by Ben Wickery. That gives Seattle the ball in the red zone as Henne, he throws end zone, and that's intercepted. 3rd round pick Devon Pruitt will basically end this game. No D's. We're going to see what you can do on the return. But anyway, game number 3. Now we have the Indianapolis Colts. Cam out of the pistol. He throws complete to Kelvin Benjamin. Injured Colt on the play. On 2nd and 10. Newton pressured again, and this throw is intercepted. Pressure given up there by Nate Chandler, as tackle is still a bit of a question mark as the rookie Irvin made the pick. Now we have to deal with Andrew Luck. And Luck trying to scramble, and he's cut from behind and sacked by Charles Johnson. Now Luck out of the pistol on 3rd down. And Luck again pressure. We have blanket coverage, and now it's Star Latulele. This defensive line's pretty good. Now the offense takes over, and Cam is sacked by Cameron Jordan. He drives right through Amini Silatolu, but thankfully he's no longer a Saint. The Colts gave him a $100+ million contract. Luck back to pass, and he had time on this throw. Long ball, and T.Y. Hilton gets behind Charles Tillman. This is my concern with Tillman. We were going to test him in man coverage. He's gotten slower, but I still think he has ability. But these are not the kind of matchups he will succeed with. We have one more play for our offense, and Cam Newton to Lance Adams. On the post, he takes it to the house. And we're going to watch it again. The corner gets turned around, and once you let Lance Adams get by you, you're better off just not running anymore. Now it's time for the second stringers, and we continue to get pressure. This time it's undrafted rookie Christian Darman. And now for the punt game. Donovan Ashley from his own 26 makes a cut to the right, and now he shows off the speed, taking it across the 45-yard line for a strong return. We have Derek Anderson in the game handing off to D'Angelo Williams, and we haven't seen much of the running game so far, but this time there was good blocking and Williams got outside. To the air, Derek Anderson finds his man inside the 10, Lance Adams, and he took a shot, but he's all right. Twin tight end package from the 5, and it's Anderson on the rollout. Chased and throws, that is caught for a touchdown by Antonio Gates. You could see some more twin tight end this year, and it will probably be better than last year. We're still getting pressure on defense, by the way. They cannot block Coney Ely. He goes right around the left tackle, and these backup offensive lines are not that good most of the time anyway. Derek Anderson on first down. He shows off the deep ball, and one more time to Lance Adams. Just streaking past the secondary. How did he fall to us at number 24 overall? We go back to defense, and there's a good breakup by Bob Butler in coverage. He's very fast and athletic, and now in run defense, it's Bob Butler with a stop on Vic Ballard. Little offset pistol action from our offense as Derek Anderson again rolls out. He passes outside, and that's caught by Corey Brown. We've seen plenty of vertical routes. Now it's time to test the timing routes. Back to defense, and Titarius Beckwith makes a nice play in run defense. Backup line is really impressing me. But we have to get better at run defending. Yes, we forced the fumble, but we're not getting enough impressive stops. It was Trey Boston forcing the fumble. We know this guy can hit. At the 27, handoff, Briggs staying on his feet, and then going down after getting back to the line of scrimmage. Back to defense. Throw short, that's caught, but nowhere to go after the catch. That's what I like to see. Good job by Bob Butler. Butler having a very nice game, and now Coney Ely comes back with another sack. I thought he kind of underperformed last year, but he's having a fantastic preseason. On offense to Kendrick Briggs, we need more of this. Yards after contact and continue fighting. First down, Colts pass short, and a good tackle right there. That was Bob Butler once again. I still really want to give these running backs a chance. I was excited to sign them, and here's a decent carry on the Wildcat keeper for Briggs. Trips left for Carolina, 2 minutes left to go. Off the pump fake, Taj Boyd. Deep pass to Corey Brown. Another vertical route for a touchdown. We're going to test more timing routes, but this vertical passing game is fun, although it is against backups most of the time. More offense with Boyd finding Al Cosby out of the backfield, but just can't get yards after contact. Last play of game number 3, and Taj Boyd has some work to do. Yes, he's a little inaccurate, but he shows some very nice flashes. However, this brings us to our first set of cuts. We have to remove 5 players from the roster, and we're going to start with Jericho Cotchery. He's a veteran receiver, and age has caught up to him. He's lost a lot of speed, and I think we have a lot of other good options in the receiver core. We're also going to cut Michael Palmer, as all 3 other tight ends have played fantastic. We're going to cut Edmund Kugbila, who was a backup, who just wasn't as good as our other backups. And then Frank Alexander, with Beckwith and Ely playing so well, he was expendable. And then Jason Williams. I'm much more intrigued by our young undrafteds than the 29-year-old veteran. Anyway, it's the last game of the preseason, and it's against a Week 1 opponent. Welcome to Philadelphia, everybody in the rain. We have Cam Newton lobbing downfield, and Adams can't haul it in. Now, we know he can go deep, but we have to see what else he can do. Now Newton throws, and a great catch by Kelvin Benjamin. He's our number 1 receiver once again. Our running game has not been very good. Here's Jonathan Stewart just getting bottled up by 2 defenders. Nobody is getting much room. However, we have shown a few weaknesses in this preseason against the run. I'm not so concerned about the starters despite the nice run there by McCoy. And now throwing left, it's Nick Foles to Greg Jennings, as Minnesota had cut him for salary cap reasons. Philadelphia scooped him up. But we're still going to apply pressure. Star Latulele brings down Nick Foles. We have a little bit more of our first-string offense to see. Off the fake, Newton throws. Nice catch, Lance Adams. Wasn't the best throw, but Adams still got it. On second down from the 46 of Philly. Outside, and that's what we need. The little comeback and a well-timed throw is caught by Adams. Now Carolina spreads the field, and Newton throws end zone. It's a touchdown to Corey Brown. A nice finale here for our starting offense, going down the field with some impressive throwing. A little bit more of our defense as McCoy gets the carry, and there's Luke Kuechly. Both the offense and defense have great preseason finishes. Backups the rest of the way. Darren Sproles, who has been on the trading block for Philadelphia, running nice inside for a gain of 13. 1st and 10, and Matt Barkley is caught and thrown down by Titarius Beckwith. This undrafted rookie has impressed me. This time he goes over the backup right tackle. On 3rd and 11 for Philadelphia, back to the air, and pressured again by Beckwith as Barkley's able to complete the pass to Chris Johnson. Yes, it's Chris Johnson, Sproles, and then LaShawn McCoy, because Chip Kelly needs all that speed apparently. But that was more good pressure, and then a little bit more inconsistent coverage from our secondary, as this is a great receiving core to test our backups actually with Jordan Matthews and other receivers. And here's Sproles up the middle. Our backup linebackers really didn't have a good presence against the ground. To the air with Barkley, and he goes down again. Coney Ely. I'm excited to see our defensive line rotation this year because we have some backups who can play. Speaking of backups, we have the running backs getting a lot of action here in the last half as Briggs gains a few. To the air now with Taj Boyd, and he wants the end zone but overthrows Antonio Gates. Boyd a little inaccurate here in a couple of these games. Now we have a long ball from Matt Barkley, and that's almost picked off by Najee Small. Looked like he may have been beat, but good play. I was disappointed our backup linebackers couldn't fill in the run game better. However, they're all developmental guys, so it's not all that surprising. On a screen, it's going nowhere. That's number 51, Roderick Moody. Offense in the 3rd quarter. Boyd off play action. Little short comeback route here to Brenton Burson, is trying to get some extra reps for these receivers and the running backs. A lot of timing routes the rest of the way, though, as Taj Boyd throws outside, and that is beautiful. Donovan Ashley for a 1st down. This is also a great test for Taj Boyd. 2nd down throwing, and it's caught by Ashley despite good coverage, and it's another 1st. Time winding down in the 3rd as pressure getting the Boyd, but he gets the pass out to Antonio Gates, who makes a great play, but he is hurt after being tackled. Antonio Gates has impressed me in this preseason, but he is hurt and has to leave the field. Now a chance to see these running backs. Al Cosby. We've seen the power on one run. That's not enough. 3rd and 8. We'll put it back in the hands of Boyd. Firing. What a throw to Donovan Ashley. Boyd is really making some nice passes. To defense we go. Swing to the left, and at least our guys are making plays in space. That time it was Damian Jordan. Can these running backs show me anything? Good blocking on this run as Cosby gains about 6. 3 wide set on 2nd and 4. Boyd throwing, and that is jumped and intercepted. That's Buster Screen. Inside the 10, pick 6 Philadelphia. That gives them the lead. We'll see if the backups can make a 1-point comeback. Great blocking again as Cosby is opened up for a solid gain to the 32. Split backfield on 3rd and 21. Pressure getting the Boyd. He gets the long ball off, and it's caught by Donovan Ashley. If you were worried about this guy at all, hopefully the final preseason game has given you some confidence. He has showed some tremendous ability at receiver. 1st down for Boyd. A little dump off to Briggs. And I'm just not seeing much here. Not yards after contact, no dynamic ability. That's disappointing. We kicked a field goal, got the lead, and Barkley to the outside, and he is just off the mark on that one. And so we take over with less than a minute and a half to go. We're still going to throw it because it's the preseason. And there's Corey Brown on the outside. These receivers have been very, very fun to watch. All the way to the 25. 1st and 10 from the 13. Boyd inaccurate to Brenton Burson. He could have had 6. 1:07 to go. We're still throwing. Taj Boyd. End zone and picked off. The Eagles will get one more chance on offense. They have to go down and get a field goal at least. From the 17. Barkley pressured, staying on his feet. Pass downfield and picked off by D. small. And that is almost the end of the preseason. We have one more play. Taj Boyd rolling out of the pocket. And he somehow gets this ball off, and it's caught by Brenton Burson. It's not going to count because of illegal touching, but that is just a perfect way to end the preseason. I'm not even sure how Boyd made that throw. It's still impressive. I don't care if it counted or not. But that's the end of the preseason, guys. I wanted to show you guys a lot of plays, and I still didn't get around to showing all the players I wanted to. There was a lot of players who just didn't make very many plays, but the quarterbacks definitely did. All three impressed me, and there wasn't a single running back on the roster who impressed me. However, the run blocking was not very good. Your preseason MVP, it's pretty obvious. Lance Adams, 14 catches, 439 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Now, most of that came against backups. Can he do that when the games count against the best the NFL has to offer? On defense, I was very impressed by Coney Ely, Titarius Beckwith, and Bob Butler. I also liked a lot of what I saw from guys like Najee Small and Bené Ben-Wickery. However, our defensive line is our obvious strength, and that should help mask some of our issues in the secondary. So now it's time for final cuts. And the running backs, I'm not going to wait and see if they develop. If any of our guys get hurt, I'll probably sign someone off the street who is not in camp with us. I also cut Brian Folkerts, who didn't have a great preseason. Fernando Velasco will be our backup center. Tamario Dial gets cut after not showing as much as the other receivers, leaving us with 5. And then this was a tough one. I like Malcolm Bronson, but I didn't see much from the safeties, and I'm keeping an undrafted rookie, Derek Sturdivant, who has higher upside. I also cut Wes Horton. That does take away from our D-line depth a little bit, but I wanted to hang on to some of these undrafted guys, and I think we have a couple very good, capable backups at end. We can stay in Philadelphia, as in Week 1 we will play the Philadelphia Eagles. However, we will not have Antonio Gates. This is our one injury going into the season, as he had a pulled groin on that catch late in the final preseason game. And so Brandon Williams, who had a very nice preseason, is going to get his chance to play in the twin tight end packages. Either way, I think our offense will definitely be more explosive this year, but I'm concerned about our ground game. I want to see that have a good Week 1 to hopefully alleviate some of these doubts I have. But anyway, the preseason's finally over, and this video is really long. I hope you guys enjoyed and are excited for Season 2 of the Panthers franchise to begin. This was an exciting preseason, especially for the offense. Let me know what you thought down in the comment section of these rookies. Who impressed you the most? I think there will be a lot of excitement for our first round pick, Lance Adams, as there should be. But anyway, I'll see you guys in Week 1 against Philadelphia when we kick off the Panthers franchise Season 2. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and have a great day.